And have you ever used a third-party app like CashApp, Venmo, or Zelle? Well, now you have to report transactions over $600 to the IRS. Our Ayanna Willoughby joins us live. Ayanna, when did this new policy start?
Hey, Julia, this went into effect on January 1st of this year, so you don't have to worry about it on this go-around of taxes, but you will for next year's. If you own a small business, you may want to pay close attention. Starting this year, the IRS is legally requiring all transactions totaling over $600 on third-party apps like CashApp and Venmo to be reported. This will change the way that you file your taxes next year.
There's no telling how many, probably tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars are not being reported to the IRS.
If you received over $600 through these apps, you'll need to complete a 1099-K form, but you don't have to report all of the money you receive. Here are a few exceptions. If you receive money from someone as a gift or for reimbursement, or even from a roommate to pay their share of the rent, you don't need to report this to the IRS.
And I always tell folks there's two things. There's tax avoidance, which is using the tax laws to your advantage and minimizing your tax bills. Or there's tax evasion, which is where you're realistically skirting the laws. You're just completely violating the laws.
Lots of small businesses use these apps to keep track of payments from their clients as well as to their employees. Experts say this year, keep detailed payroll and receipt records of all of your transactions.
And the folks that are using Venmo or PayPal when they're providing a service or they're selling goods, that is tax evasion, because you're supposed to report it, even if it's $1.
So this year, make sure you're paying close attention to your transactions on these third-party apps, and you may want to make sure your teenagers are filing their own tax returns for their seasonal jobs as well. Anyone who makes more than $12,550 a year is required to file a federal tax refund, but most teens working seasonal jobs earn less than that, so they aren't required to file by law. However, experts say filing your teens' taxes could actually help them in the long run.
The teenagers are probably pretty easy because, if they're working, whether I'll say part-time or they have summer job, full-time summer jobs, most of them are going to have taxes taken out of their paycheck. And so, if they make a couple $1,000, they're not going to owe any tax. And so the only way to get their refund is to file a tax return.
Helping teenagers file their taxes early also gives them the opportunity to start an investment and retirement account, so it could be very beneficial.